Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts. Thank you to our local sponsors who make these live athletic streams possible. Please support their businesses when you can. My name is Sean McPherson, live from Southridge High School, alongside Mike Strickland, who's running camera with us. And we have a matchup tonight featuring the Crater Comets traveling all the way up north to Beaverton, Oregon, to take on the Southridge Skyhawks. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week as we get set for the matchup between the Skyhawks and the Comets, just about 2 minutes away. Coverage today is brought to you by Table Rock Sports, Oregon's leading provider of live high school athletic streams, through our Lithia Superstore Game Center at TableRockSports.net. Welcome to our home and visiting fans today. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. And Table Rock Sports invites you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you to the over 4,500 fans that already have. So a matchup between Southridge, who for them this is week 1, and Crater. For them, they had a week 0 matchup. So this is the second match of the season after Crater fell 41-30 last week against Marshfield at home. Now they go on the road for the first time this season, all the way up to the Portland area to take on the Southridge Skyhawks, who have a brand new head coach looking to flip the program back to the glory days. Head coach Aaron Tanabe comes over from Seaside High School. He's going to be the head coach and offensive coordinator, and he brings along a new staff, and they are looking to grow the program and build the program back up. Meanwhile, Crater, like I mentioned, 0-1 to start the year. Year number 3 for Seth Womack, coming off a 5-4 season. No playoffs last year, but appear to bring back a lot of talent, especially on the defensive end. They bring back all but 2 or 3 defensive starters from last season, and they have quite the front 7 on the defensive end. The offensive end will be the tricky part for Crater. About 89% of their yardage from last year did graduate, but they're excited about what they have. Keep an eye out for the quarterback, and that's going to be Cohen Sprague most likely, with Trey Smith as the backup. Running backs Jose Rodriguez and Blake Kamstra, and then a key receiver for the Comets will be Jackson Godley. Small advantage for Crater, having already played a game so far this season, while Southridge opens things up, but Crater has the travel disadvantage coming into a packed Southridge High School. They got neon night here at Southridge, and they are ready to roll. New head coach Aaron Tanabe for the Skyhawks was the Seaside head coach for the last 6 years. He was the associate head coach at Seaside when they made the state title back in 2018, and then right after that season, he took over for 6 years as the head coach. Went 28-25, 4 playoff appearances, and a share of the league title a few years ago. And Southridge looking to get back to a point where they were about 20 years ago, where they were the state champions back in 2008. They were the runner-up in 2006. And between 2004 and 2008, they were 41-17, a former powerhouse. But they're coming off a 1-8 season, 0-5 in the Metro League last year. They've bounced back between 6A and 5A. This will be their second straight year back in the Metro League 6A. Looking to get on the right foot in this non-conference matchup. Jackson Goodley back for the Comets. And the kick is up. Season is underway for the Skyhawks, and for the Comets, it's week 2. And taking the kick back, that looks like Godley, who takes it to the 36-yard line, and that is where the Crater offense will take the field. Crater's offense loses about 89% of yardage from last year. They lose quarterback Ben Higginson and running back Valentin Rodriguez. But keep an eye out for Cohen Sprague, the starting quarterback. A great offensive line anchored by star player Travis Ege, who was a first-team Midwestern League all-performer last year. Jackson Godley is a key receiver. He just ran that kickoff back. There was a flag on the last play that was picked up. And Crater will start this possession at the 37-yard line. Does look like Trey Smith at quarterback. So Trey Smith knew it would be Sprague or Smith, and it does look like Smith, and he's going deep on the first play of the game, and he's got his man. Past the 10, into the end zone. Very first play of the game. Touchdown, Comets, Darius Allen. A penalty flag is down, but for right now, it is a 63-yard bomb. We'll see what happened here. The flag was in the secondary, and it looks like it's going to be against the Skyhawks. Penalty is declined, and Crater will indeed start this game with a 63-yard touchdown pass from Smith to Allen. Make the drive all the way up here and waiting to play all day, and talk about a statement to start this game. And for Southridge, maybe not quite the way they wanted to start under brand new head coach Aaron Tanabe. Looks like Crater will go for two. This looks like Cohen Sprague under center. So he'll play quarterback for this play. And we'll hand it off, right up the middle. And the two-point conversion is good. Jose Rodriguez scampers in for 2 yards into the end zone. And Crater finds its way up 8-0 as we take a quick break here on TableRockSports.net.
A Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding. Check.
Back at Southridge High School, Crater just had a 63-yard pass on the very first play of the game, and a penalty flag is down on the kickoff. A rare sight. It was Trey Smith finding Darius Allen. Allen caught the ball around the 10 and broke a tackle. Broke a shoestring tackle that would have brought him down around the 10. Instead, he jogged into the end zone, and then a two-point conversion on the handoff to Jose Rodriguez. And 10 seconds into this game, Crater finds its way up 8-0. So we'll retry that kickoff from the 35-yard line. A squib kick up the middle is received by number 2 for Southridge, Ethan Hunt, and he is dragged down around the 44-yard line. So good starting field position for the Skyhawks. And for Southridge, new coach Aaron Tanabe, former offensive lineman, and it's very clear what he wants to bring to Southridge High School. He wants to run the football. Quote, I tell these kids all the time, I was an offensive lineman. We are going to run the football. The priority is to build this team up front. That is our emphasis. We've got to fix the trenches. Tanabe says football is a simple game. You run the ball and you stop the run. Well, so far for Southridge, unfortunately, they haven't had a chance to stop the run. A 63-yard bomb on the first play of the game has them down. Quarterback for the Skyhawks is Micah Cobbs, a senior, plays quarterback and defensive back. He is the son of defensive coordinator Andre Cobbs for this team. Sharing the backfield with Cobbs is Talon Weikinen, and he'll get the handoff on the first offensive play, and he'll take it 2 yards. Second down and 9. Call it a gain of 1. And the strength of this Crater team is that defensive line. Several wrestling state champions, state runners-up, a third-place wrestler. A lot of wrestlers on that Crater defensive line. Not a bad skill set to bring to the football field. 2 receivers out on each side of Cobbs. He'll look to the right side. He'll fire a pass, and incomplete. Looking for his man, Hunt. Looks like a flag was thrown behind the Southridge offense. I think it was declined by Crater. And it will make this a 3rd down and 9. So holding against Southridge, declined by Crater. 3rd down and 9. Would have been 2nd and 19. Crater wants it to be 3rd down here. 2 receivers on the weak side, 2 on the strong side. Cobbs in the shotgun. Weikinen on his left. Be a passing play. Cobbs is going to scramble right, and he'll throw it ahead, and a drop by Ethan Hunt. Cobbs hit him right in the numbers and couldn't quite reel it in. And we'll see what Southridge is going to do here. Don't see the punt team right away. And it looks like they will go for this. Could be a pooch kick situation. Quarterback catches the ball and decides to punt. As of right now, Southridge's offense on the field at the 45, 4th and 9. Had a first down in their fingertips, dropped the ball, and it will be a pooch kick like I predicted. The ball will bounce at the 22-yard line, take a Southridge roll, and that is a beautiful punt by the quarterback all the way down to the 4-yard line. And that is a good call by Coach Tanabe. Crater will start deep in their own end, up 8-0. It's going to be 1st and 10, Crater. 10:34 left in the first quarter. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible, including the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62. Your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. Our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. So Trey Smith, the quarterback, lined up in his own end zone. Got to be careful of the safety here if you're Crater. And Southridge will make a tackle in the backfield. Crater will maybe lose a yard on that play. 10:26 left to go in this first quarter. We are just getting started here at Southridge High School. Sean McPherson on the microphone, Mike Strickland on the camera here on the upper deck. Beautiful night in Beaverton, Oregon. We are outdoors, no jacket. And it looks like a penalty flag is called. A delay of game, I believe this is going to be against Crater. So now you take the ball the 3-yard line. They're going to be backed up even more. No, this isn't correct. They currently have the ball at the 4. I think this is going to get moved back to the 1 or 2 yard line if I'm judging this correctly. That's what the referee is going to interfere to go do. So Crater's got to be real creative here to not give up 2 points in the ball. 2nd down and 12, 2-yard line. Trey Smith in his own end zone. Claps his hands, takes the snap, and a big sack from behind. Southridge jumps on the ball. Touchdown, Southridge. Braden Klein came flying in from the blind side. Trey Smith did not see him coming. He fumbles the ball, and Southridge jumps on it. Huge defensive play for the Skyhawks. Crater was walking on fire there, walking on eggshells in their own end zone. And they take a delay of game penalty, backing them up even more. And they rather take a safety than what just happened. And you drop the ball in your own end zone. Southridge jumps on it. Touchdown Skyhawks. Skyhawks going for 2. Good play design here, and a tackle is made, but falling into the end zone is number 5, Talon Wiekenen, and it is 8-8. Eight to 8 here at Southridge High School. We got a ball game on our hands as we take a quick break here on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back in Beaverton, Crater will take the kickoff to the 30-yard line, no further. Jackson Godley. And that's where Crater's offense will take the field. They've had one play so far today, and it was a 63-yard bomb from Smith to Allen. We'll see what they can follow that up with. Two receivers on the weak side. And one receiver on the strong side. It'll be a screen pass over to that far side, and it'll be a first down for the Comets. Darius Allen, the touchdown man, takes it about 12 yards, so he's had a game so far.
First and 10, Crater.
Call it 15 yards, actually. And now Crater moving fast. A handoff up the middle. Good for about 4 yards to Rodriguez. And Crater finds itself right around midfield. Second down and 6 upcoming. Still 9.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Pass play here on second down. And Smith will take it himself. Jukes out a man. Finds his way past the sticks. Not too much further. Picks up about 10 with his legs. Gets Crater across midfield and down to the 44-yard line. And Crater, before you can blink, wants to take another snap. Smith claps his hands, takes the shotgun snap, play action, pass to the left side, and a pass is made. A catch is made, rather, at the about 5 yards to the 39-yard line. So a different looking drive here after the 1 yard drive. Heavy volume here from the Comets. Handoff up the middle. Crater wants to go fast. They hand it off to Rodriguez once again. He only gets about 2 yards, setting up a 3rd down and about 4. Southridge makes some quick subs. Gets some tired bodies off the field. And a player was late coming off the field. Yep, that's going to be 12 men called against Southridge. Regardless, it looks like Crater was a little bit short, so Southridge going to be mad at themselves here. He was off number 64 on Southridge. He couldn't get off the field in time. With that Crater pace, Wayne King, it's going to be 12 men on the field. Oh, and they may be picking this up. No. Nope, 1st down. Disregard. It is 12 men on the field. So free 1st down, just a 5-yard penalty, but a free 1st down for the Comets. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Crater started this drive at the other 30-yard line. Smith claps his hands, takes the shotgun snap. A flag comes flying in. Smith wants to go deep, and no one's there. Let's see what this flag is. Came in from the Southridge sideline. And it's going to be a false start against Crater. So back them up 5 yards, and we will redo that play. 1st down and 15 from Southridge's 35-yard line.
1st and 15, Crater.
First down and 15, handoff up the middle, and chugging along is Rodriguez. He'll get about 6 back.
Tackled down just past the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
Second down and 9. 2 receivers out on the near side for Smith.
Down to 9, Crater.
Another handoff. Once again, Rodriguez bulldozing forward is tripped up at the 24-yard line. And it will be 3rd down and 4 for the Comets. A solid host of fans all the way down from Crater on the far side of the field. Another handoff. Rodriguez is going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage. And so a 4th down decision coming for Crater. And this part of the field, you'd have to have a really good kicker to be thinking field goal. And you're obviously not thinking punt. So this decision should be pretty easy for Crater. They're going to go for this. 4th down and 4 from the 24-yard line. And now a whistle comes in, and one of these two teams might be thinking about it a little longer. It's going to be a timeout for Southridge. Southridge is thinking if we can get this stopped, then we're in control of this game right now. Tied 8-8, coming off a big play on defense. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros supports the communities that support them. And for over 30 years, there's no better place after the game than Abby's Pizza. Make new memories at Abby's. Fourth down and 4 upcoming for the Comets. They are in a bunch formation, no receivers on either side. And it looks to be a power play for Crater. They hand it off, and it's going to be a stop for Southridge. Armando Iola took the handoff and was stood up at the line of scrimmage, lost a yard on the play, and Southridge will take over on their own 24-yard line, tied 8-8. Southridge had 9 bodies on the line of scrimmage, no receivers on either side. They handed off to Iola, and it was not fooling Southridge. First down and 10 for the Skyhawks. And a penalty flag, presumably a false start against Southridge. And maybe not against Southridge. No, this is going to go against Crater. This looks like a 5-yard penalty against Crater. First down and 5 for Southridge. 5-yard penalty brings them to the 29-yard line. Cobb in the shotgun, 2 receivers on the near side. Cobb will take it himself, fake the handoff, read option, and he is tackled down at the 30-yard line. Cohen Sprague with a solo tackle there. Look at Crater's defense, bringing back key returners like Braden Singery. Keep an eye out for him. He wears number 44 for this defense. Last year, 73 tackles and 3 sacks. Also Hunter Verstegen, another key player on this Crater defense. He had 72 tackles, 14 for loss, and 6 sacks last year. A loaded front 7 full of returners, including Sprague, who made that last play. Now Cobb is going to use his legs once again. He's looking to get out to the right side. He will fire it, and this time a nice catch by one of his receivers. And that was number 4, Campbell Fatts. First down for the Skyhawks.
Near the 44-yard line for a gain of 14. That's going to be a first down Skyhawk.
First down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Bunch formation for Southridge. Handoff. Getting downhill is number 5. That's Kalen Weekenen, one of 4 captains for this Southridge squad. And he gets 10 yards, good enough for a first down. Ball across midfield now, the 46-yard line of Crater. Southridge putting together a nice drive. 5:08 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun snap, handoff, goes to Klein, and he won't get very far, maybe 4 yards for Klein. You look at this Crater defense and some of the accolades on the wrestling mat for the defense. Aiden Godley is a 2-time wrestling state champ. His brother Jackson Godley is a 2-time wrestling runner-up. And Travis Eage is a 3rd-place wrestler in the state. So to have some of those athletes, whether it be on the D-line or at linebacker, is a great thing to have for Crater. And now a handoff and plenty of room for Klein. A flag comes flying in. For right now, Braden Klein has the first down across the 35-yard line. But let's see. This one looks to be coming back. A holding foul called against Southridge. Will bring back a nice first down run and see exactly where this brings Southridge.
After the penalty, ball now spotted on the 49-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14.
2nd and 13.
Ball back at the 48-yard line. Handoff to the left side. Same play as last time, but to the other side. Braden Klein gets wrestled down by number 6. Rather, that does look to be number 6. Andrew Smith, yes.
Third down and 8 for Southridge.
Be a 3rd down and 8 for the Skyhawks. Klein walks a little bit gingerly off the field. 3:20 left to go in this first quarter. Slow-moving first quarter after a 63-yard pass on the first play of the game for a touchdown, and then a tackle in the end zone that resulted in a fumble and a recovery for Southridge. Cobb's going to roll out to the right, and he's got a little bit of time to think about it. He makes a move, buys a little bit of time, and now he will fire, and that is intercepted. Did he catch it in bounds? No, out of bounds. A great snag by Jackson Godley, but they say his feet were out of bounds, and I think that looked like the right call. Impressive athleticism from Cobbs, but no receivers were in the area for him. And let's see what they're thinking here on 4th down and 8, a makeable 4th down. And this time, Crater will have a returner back. Last time, that's how Southridge scored. A pooch kick, sent it back to the 4-yard line. Delay of game, got it back to the 2-yard line, and then a recovery. This is an 11-on-10 play because of Crater having a man all the way back. And it looks like he's going to sprint up. Southridge is going to go for this. Cobbs under duress right away, and he's going to go for it for his legs. He gets to the 33-yard line, and that is going to be enough for a Southridge first down. So every time it's either 3rd or 4th down, Micah Cobbs has tried to do it with his legs, whether it be rolling out or just straight up taking it himself. And that time he did just enough for the first down. And a smart strategy by Tanabe to not do the traditional punt, but rather to keep Crater guessing with the pooch kick. And that time, Crater had a punt returner all the way back, and we're basically down a man on that defensive play. 1st down and 10. Handoff goes to the right side. That is Weekenden looking for space. He lowers his shoulder, falls forward about 6 yards.
He's tackled down near the 28-yard line.
29-yard line is where the ball will get marked,
Gain of 6 on that
with
play.
2 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Glade and Singery enter on that last tackle. 2nd down and 5.
Second down and 5. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. Southridge 8, Crater 8. Southridge putting together a drive, just had a 4th down conversion on 4th and 8. Handoff will go to Klein. He spins around and has enough for a first down. Picks up about 8 on 2nd and 5. Move the sticks for the Skyhawks.
Gain of 8 on the play. That's going to be a first down Skyhawks.
Ball just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. Klein makes a move at the line, goes to the right side, and runs into a pair of Comets.
Tackle down near the 17.
Taken down at the 17-yard line, gets about 4.
It's a gain of 4 on the play. Gobing.
Clock winding down on the first quarter, about 35 seconds left.
Second down and 6, Southridge.
Last play of the first quarter here. Second down and 6, run to the left side. Klein, stiff arm, and a flag comes flying in at the very end on the Southridge sideline. That is the end of the first quarter. Let's see what this flag is. It could be a hold. It could be a face mask against Southridge on that stiff arm. And it does appear to be against Southridge as they are communicating with the Crater head coach. And it looks like a hold. So we're going to redo that second down after the quarter. But at the end of the first quarter, it is Crater 8, Southridge 8. A couple of very exciting touchdowns to start this game. And we appear to have a great game on our hands. We'll be right back for the second quarter right here on TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground.
First play of the second quarter. They did not flip the field, so I'm thinking this is an untimed down here. Well, the clock is going, but they did not flip the field, and a pass is made beyond the first down sticks. Cobbs out to Anthony Taylor, but let's see what the flag that came in from the Crater sideline is. This one could come back.
There's the penalty flag on the field.
Still awaiting the flag. And it looks to be another holding against Southridge. So that's 2 plays in a row against the Skyhawks. And that's going to back them up even more. And now they are in deep trouble here. This looks like a second down and let's call it 27.
Second down and 26.
Second down and 26. After 2 straight holds, and they picked up the first down on that play. But it gets called back for 10 more yards. Second down and 26 from the 37-yard line. Cobbs, play action, screen pass out to Taylor, and he'll dart forward for maybe 5 yards or so.
Taylor's tackled down near the 31-yard line after a gain of 6.
Picks up 6 to the 31-yard line. And now the officials will take a timeout. So I see. So they're going to reset the game clock to 12 minutes. So it was an untimed down. That's why they didn't flip the field. But then there was another penalty on that play. And so they had 2 untimed downs. They were waiting for a non-penalty play. They were waiting for a non-penalty play at the end of the first quarter, but couldn't get it for a bit. So a couple of free football plays there. So to start this quarter, it will be 3rd down and 20. Skyhawks have the ball on the Crater 31-yard line. Cobbs, 3 receivers on the left side. A tackler comes in from the blind side. He darts in, nearly gets to Cobbs, but the halfback screen is completed only for about 6 yards, and now Southridge will have a 4th down and about 13. Not going to kick a field goal from here. You're also not going to punt it from here. So Southridge kind of forced to go for this.
Brings up 4th down and 13 for the Hawks.
Fourth down and 13. Cobbs. No receivers on the right, 2 on the left. And is flanked by his tailback Winkinen. And he finds his man for a 1st down. And he finds Wyatt Bickler for the first time this game. And Bickler was tackled inside the 5-yard line, inside the 10-yard line, at the 8-yard line. And yet another 4th down conversion for the Skyhawks used by Cobbs scrambling. And if I'm Crater, I say, okay, next time it's 3rd or 4th down, we're going to put a heavy edge on each side and make sure he can't scramble. We're going to take that away. Handoff goes to Klein, makes a move. A flag comes flying in at the last second. Klein gets into the end zone. Let's see if this holds. I'm thinking it won't. Flag came in from the backfield. And still waiting official confirmation. No, it will be a flag against Southridge.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spotted foul.
Another holding penalty against Southridge. It's been killing them this drive. They've been moving the ball in spite of it, but they've fallen to the end zone. It will come back to all the way to the 17-yard line.
1st and goal to go. Ball now spotted on the 18-yard line.
Handoff to the right side. It's Winkinen. He mows his way down to the 14. Southridge gets some of that yardage back.
18-yard line after a gain of 4. Aiding Goodley and on that last tackle. 2nd down and goal to go.
9:40 left to go in the second quarter. It's been a long Southridge drive. And now a handoff on second and long. Second and goal from the 15, and a great tackle made in the backfield by Crater. It's going to lose about 3 yards. Third down and goal from the 17. And this is a spot here where I try to set that edge for Crater. Do not let Cobbs get to either side. You know, even if you're not going to sack him, at least just do not let him get outside the pocket here. Keep him inside the pocket. Has to be the game plan for Crater. Cobbs takes the handoff, scrambles to the left side, and throws a pass. That one might have not been the best pass. It goes incomplete to a pretty open man inside the 10-yard line. He was looking for, that appears to be number 7, Wyatt Bickler. And now fourth down and goal. And Southridge might be trying a field goal here. So this would be, Southridge is going to have to take a timeout here. They've let this play clock go too far, but this would be about a 35-yard field goal. The Southridge kicker is Connor Harding, it appears. And Southridge will take their second timeout of the half. Fans Road Credit Union is your partner in your financial journey and is proud to partner with Table Rock Sports each year to bring you coverage of your favorite teams. And thank you to Avista Utilities in Southern Oregon for over 15 years in support of our local sports coverage. The sun is going down here at Southridge High School. 8:41 left to go in the second quarter. Crater gets to touch the ball this quarter. It's been a long Southridge drive, which has been plagued by penalties. Southridge even got into the end zone, but it got called back through a holding penalty. And now they're playing the song "Can I Kick It?" as Southridge will attempt a 35-yard field goal. The holder is Harding. And the kick is up, and it had some leg, but it will fall just short. A formidable attempt from the Southridge kicker, Anthony Novello, but can't quite get it in from 35 yards. The score remains 8-8 as Crater will take over from their own 20-yard line with 8:37 left to go in the second quarter. First time in a while that we've seen this Crater offense. Southridge definitely winning the time of possession battle. Smith looking for a one-on-one, and not a bad pass from Smith, but falls just incomplete. Looking for his man, Julian Grant. Good coverage out there by number 21, Zane Lorenzo. Second down, handoff, and tripped up is Rodriguez. Got flipped over after a gain of 6. Third down and 4 for the Comets from their own 25-yard line. And Taking it himself will be Smith, and he's going to come up just short. I don't know if it was a design quarterback run or if he just decided right away he's not going to throw the ball, but he took it himself to the right and just about 1 or 2 yards short after a gain of 3. So now 4th down and 2. I think Crater's going to go for this, even though it's deep in their own territory. Or maybe they won't. They might be thinking punt here. There's no returner back for Southridge. Southridge didn't want to take the risk. They were all in on getting a 4th down stop. Crater, their punt takes a Southridge bounce, and for now it's going to be marked at the 50-yard line, but there is a flag that comes in from the Southridge sideline. We'll see what this is. Referee still talking things out. 7:23 left to go in the first half.
Sideline infraction penalty against Crater.
So this is a sideline infraction called against Southridge. And so instead of getting the ball around the 49-yard line, they will get it at their own 47-yard line. So just a 5-yard penalty on that punt from Southridge. But all in all, a win for the Skyhawks, tackling Smith just short of the 4th down mark. And then Crater didn't want to take any risks going for it from their own 30. They decided to punt it with no one back, but it was a bad punt. Only went about 20 yards. And Southridge will take over. 8-8 still our score after a missed field goal from the Skyhawks. Thank you to Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon for 30 years of sponsorship with Table Rock Sports. Great community partners. If you shop at Sherm's, they will save you money. Cobbs in the gun. Handoff. And nothing going here. A pack of Comets make the tackle. No gain on that play. Southridge's program, their numbers were in the low 40s at the beginning of last season, or at the end of last season. And Tanabe is looking to flip this thing over and add about 20 players. They look to be above 60 this season. The Skyhawks only have 7 seniors returning, and they've lost several all-league players. But they do bring back Braden Klein, and he's the lone all-league player coming back for the Skyhawks. And one encouraging sign for this program is that 23 freshmen are currently registered. So only about 40 kids in the program last season, and then 20 freshmen from one class sign up. Not bad for Tanabe. A screen pass goes all the way across the sticks, across the 40-yard line. Southridge still pushing for more yards, and they will get a first down all the way down to the 39. Weekenden took the screen. And the identity for the Southridge team, they're either running the ball or scrambling out with Cobbs, or in that case, throwing a screen pass. Hasn't been anything too flashy. You're yet to see them throw it deep or do any trick plays. But it's been effective against Crater. Crater has made some nice defensive plays. Under 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Two receivers out on the left side for Cobbs. A handoff. Weekenden pushes forward. Gets 3. Cobbs in the gun. 2 receivers on the right side. Handoff. Once again, this time it's Klein. And he'll make a couple moves and be lucky to pick up 1 yard. And this will set up a 3rd down and 6 for Southridge. Call it 3rd down and 5 for Cobbs in this offense. Cobbs looking to scramble. Couple of Crater Comets right on his tail. He jukes one out, makes him fall. Cobbs throws it to the right side, and it goes incomplete. Out of bounds. Couldn't quite improvise on that play, and now it's 4th down and 5 once again, and looks like Southridge is going to go for this without question. Thinking it's 4-down territory on that last play, and they'll have their second chance. Crater did a better job of getting to the quarterback there. He just couldn't quite bring him down. So with 4 minutes left in the first half, a big 4th down. Southridge has had some luck here on 4th down tonight. Cobbs takes the shotgun snap. Surveys, eyes upfield. A flag comes flying in. This play is still alive. Cobbs sprints towards the left side, fights for the 1st down. It's going to be awfully close whether he fell beyond the sticks or not, but it might not matter because a flag came flying in. So 2 things for them to sort out. What's the flag, and did Cobbs reach the sticks? And every single 4th down looks the same for Southridge. Let's just let him run around, keep his eyes upfield. If we feel like someone's open, we'll throw it. If not, let's let him create magic. He's a hard guy to bring down. The flag is against Crater. Holding against Crater. So this will be an automatic 1st down for the Skyhawks. Move the sticks.
1st down for the Skyhawks. After the penalty, ball now spotted on the 24-yard line.
Ball will go all the way to the 24-yard line after the penalty. And Southridge is thinking points here. 3:49 left to go in the first half. They want to go take a lead in this game for the first time. If you're just joining us, it was a 63-yard touchdown pass on the very first play from scrimmage for Crater. A flag comes flying in, a half filled with penalties. Crater goes up 8-0. They went for 2 and got it. But Southridge quickly bounced back. They had a nice punt inside the 5-yard line, backed Crater up even more, and then a big sack in the end zone led to a fumble and a recovery in the end zone for Southridge, and that's what brings us to 8-8. Southridge gets backed up 5 yards after that penalty. It was an illegal formation. Clock keeps ticking. 3:15 left to go in the half. Crater looking to move to 1-1 on the season. They lost to Marshfield 41-30 at home last week. Southridge looking to win in their first game with a brand new head coach and Aaron Tanabe. And another flag. Delay of game is going to go against the Skyhawks. So as good as things have looked at times for Southridge, a lot of penalties called on the Skyhawks, and they've been able to overcome it. You have to imagine a world in which they don't get these penalties and how effective their offense has been in spite of these penalties. But it's going to be a 1st down and 20 for Southridge. 2:50 left to go in the half. Combs takes the snap, looks towards the right side, and he's going to scramble. He will improvise. He breaks one tackle, but he's going to go down midfield. He will take the sack at the 49-yard line, and now Southridge is a long ways away from the yard to gain, which is all the way at the 14-yard line. They are at the 49-yard line. So for those counting at home, it is 3rd down and 35 for Southridge after 2 penalties and a tough sack to take there. Breaks a couple tackles, but every time he broke a tackle, he moved more backwards. Second down, and 35. Handoff to Weekenen. And he'll dart forward. He'll get some of that yardage back, but still a lot of work to do. We'll say he gets about 7 there. And now a timeout is taken by Crater. They want to preserve some clock and see if they can take the lead heading into the locker room.
Taken on the field by the Comets. This is their first time out of the half.
And we will take a break with them. Your score 8-8 with 1:35 left to go in the first half here at Southridge High School.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the
3rd down play, and Cobbs is looking deep. He overthrows his man, Taylor. He had him, maybe not for a 1st down, but maybe for about 20 yards, and just threw it beyond Taylor's reach, out of bounds. And now it will be 4th down. 1:30 left to go. And if you're Southridge, you got to be thinking punt here. It is a 4th down. The yard to gain is at the 14. 4th down and 27. Crater's got some deep guys back, not necessarily punt returners, but 2 deep safeties. And Southridge has the look of an offense that's about to run a play. And now they have the look of a punt. So Cobbs will step back, and this punt will go sky high. It doesn't travel very far. And one of those safeties is able to make the catch at the 22-yard line. So some chess is played on each side, but I think Crater gets the best of Southridge there. Ready for the punt return. 1:24 left to go in the half, and Crater will start the drive from their own 22. We welcome back Lippert's Carpet, one of Medford and Grants Pass State Farm agent Rory World of Medford and Crater Car Wash in the Rogue Valley. We thank you for partnering with Table Rock Sports again in 2025. 3 great additions to our sponsor roster. A handoff up the middle and darting forward. Rather, that was a keeper for Trey Smith, and he picks up a first down. Crater trying to have some urgency here. They have 2 timeouts left, 1:16 left. Taylor got all the way to the 39, and now a whistle. And a timeout will get taken by Southridge.
Timeout taken on the field by the Hawks. This is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Final timeout taken by Southridge. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family-run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. Look ahead for Crater. Looking for their first win tonight. No matter what happens, they'll go to Roseburg next week. They'll go to Eagle Point and get started with conference play in a few weeks. Another keeper for Smith, and he will be taken down after about 4 yards. So Crater's got to preserve the clock here, and they will take a timeout at 59 seconds, it appears. Yep, timeout. Comets. No timeouts left for Southridge. 1 timeout left for Crater. Like I mentioned, Crater goes to Roseburg, goes to Eagle Point, and finally comes back home on October 3rd against Churchill. They'll play at Thurston on October 10th this year. Play North Eugene on homecoming night at home on the October 17th. Play against Springfield on the 24th and finish their season with a matchup against South Eugene on October 31st. Back on the field, Smith scrambles to the right side, throws it ahead, but not quite enough arm on that throw. Ball is incomplete. 3rd down and 5. Stops the clock at least for Crater. 53 seconds left. Third down and 5. Here's Smith, and appears to do maybe just enough for a first down. He takes a lick. And we'll see how they spot this. I think it's going to be a first down. He fell just out at the 49-yard line, which is exactly the spot to gain. And they're going to say first down here. So nice effort by Smith. Fell right onto the Southridge bench. And, yeah, the officials are now officially saying first down. So great play by the quarterback. 45 seconds left. 1 timeout for Crater. Smith in the empty set. 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Smith will look to the right side and will lob it. That is caught out of bounds. 7-yard gain. Maddox makes the catch. Only burn a couple of seconds. 39 seconds left.
Game 7 on the play, 2nd down and 3.
Another play. Smith thought about going deep. Instead, takes the check down. First down for the Comets. Smart play by Smith. His receiver is able to get out of bounds at the 38-yard line. No, they're going to take a timeout after the receiver did not get out of bounds at 32 seconds left. Discover the vibrant lifestyle at Twin Creeks Retirement in Central Point. Enjoy spacious apartments, gourmet dining, and enriching activities in a welcoming community. Learn more at twincreeksretirement.com. Meanwhile, Southridge's schedule this year, like I mentioned, they played in a jamboree last week in Wilsonville. Next week, they'll play Park Rose. In a few weeks, they'll go to Glencoe on October 19th. Then they'll play Cleveland. Just 5 conference games for the Metro League. Play at Beaverton, play at home against Mountainside, at home against Sunset, at Jesuit, and they'll finish their season on Halloween against Westview, unless there's playoffs after that. Screen pass out of the timeout, and here's where clock becomes an issue. No timeouts. That play to number 14, Grant, only went for about 6 yards. 17 seconds left. That went for 1 yard, excuse me. It's a 2nd down and 8, and Smith is going to find some space. He will not get out of bounds. That might be the last play of the half. Smith took too long. They'll stop the clock for the first down, but only 4 seconds left. Crater's going to have to snap this quick. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a spike. And the clock rings. Southridge jumped offside right before that play happened. So Crater might get lucky here. And let's see how they handle this. Southridge for sure jumped outside unless they thought that Crater was the false start. But Smith did not appear to spike the ball before the clock hit 0. So without a flag involved here, that would be the half. But it does appear that because of the penalty, they're going to get an untimed down. So a tough penalty to take there if you're Southridge. And Crater is looking at an untimed down from the 24-yard line. So a throw to the end zone's incoming if you're Crater. And if you're Southridge, you got to get some bodies back in the end zone. It's kind of like a Hail Mary attempt here. Smith in the empty set. Southridge with some guys back. One untimed down. A lot of pressure, but Smith escapes, throws it to the end zone. Jump ball, and it is caught for a Crater touchdown on the last play of the first half. It is a touchdown, 29-yard pass from Smith, who eluded a tackle, appeared to be dead to rights in the backfield. And the PAT wasn't pretty, but it goes through.
Jackson Buckley's extra point is up and good. And at the end of the first half, the Crater
So Crater will take a 7-point lead into the half, a dramatic ending to the half in which Southridge takes a penalty. The half would have been over if not for the penalty, but Southridge takes a penalty, allows one untimed down to Crater, and Crater executes a touchdown from 24 yards out on a pass from Smith. So we will take a break for halftime. We will come back in about 12 minutes or so, break down the first half, and get you ready for what should be a great second half here from Southridge High School between Crater and Southridge here on TableRockSports.net.
finding your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Back. But this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, 1 giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
parents, and community members.
what it takes is attention to detail.
A positive attitude and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
No ref, no game. Play ball.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
we're looking for people like you.
Former athletes, parents,
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
finding your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as the fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning
Welcome back to Southridge High School. Sean McPherson here on the microphone, Mike Strickland on camera, and Joe Brett, our executive producer back in Medford, handling things tonight. A great game so far between Southridge and Crater. Here in Southridge's opening game of the season, Crater's second game of the season, first road game for Crater. And the fireworks started from the very first play from scrimmage, in which Crater took a 63-yard pass to the house on a hookup from Trey Smith to Terrius Allen. But Southridge quickly responded. A little pooch punt tricked Crater and pinned them back at the 4-yard line. A delay of game took Crater back to their own 2-yard line, and then Crater took a sack in their own end zone, fumbled the ball, and Southridge jumped on it, converted the 2-point conversion, made it 8-8. After that, it was stalemate for a little while, and Southridge controlled time of possession. Crater got a key stop at the very end of the first half, and then behind the legs of Trey Smith, for the most part, walked all the way down the field a crucial mistake by Southridge at the very end of the first half as the game clock went to 0-0-0, but Southridge jumped off sides on that very play. It was just going to be a spike that was going to be too late from Trey Smith. The half would have been over. Southridge jumps offside, setting up one untimed down at the very end of the first half. And on that one untimed down, Trey Smith scrambles out, breaks a tackle, and is able to toss it to the end zone for a touchdown to his man Andrew Smith. Credit Andrew Smith, 24-yard touchdown reception on the final play of the first half, and that is the difference here in this ball game so far. Southridge will get the second half kickoff. But a great game so far. First game under the new head coach for Southridge, Aaron Tanabe, also calling plays offensively, and been impressed with Micah Cobb so far for Southridge. He's trying to do as best as he can given the plays that are called, the offensive line that he has. He's scrambling out a ton, moving around a ton, and he has made a lot of plays out of nothing. A little squib kick, maybe even onside kick from Crater, picked up by Southridge, and Southridge is going to start this possession beyond the 50-yard line. I don't know if Crater was trying to get the ball back right there. It wasn't quite short enough for an onside kick, but it also, kick only went about 15 yards. Southridge takes it all the way to Crater's 48-yard line. Trey Smith also been good. These are two dual-threat quarterbacks on each side. Trey Smith making plays with his legs. So here's Cobbs, the offense, run-heavy offense. We knew that coming in, and they showed that in the first half. And I guess there's a big storyline, reminding me of probably the biggest storyline of the first half. The flags, especially against Southridge, have just plagued Southridge. Got to be double-digit flags by now. So still first down and 10. Not sure exactly what happened there. Might have picked up the flag. First down and 10 from Crater's 48. Cobbs takes the handoff, hands it off to Talon Weekenen. And he'll take it close to the first down mark, probably just short of it. Picks up 9. And a two-headed monster of Weekenen and Klein for Southridge has been effective, and not to mention the quarterback himself has maybe been the most dangerous weapon for Southridge, Cobbs. But Southridge still looking for their first offensive touchdown of the season. Another handoff, and it was a fumble, and it looks like Crater might have this football. Cobbs put it on the ground, miscommunication with Weekenen on a potential read option, and Crater jumps on the football. Turnover by Southridge, and Crater has a first down. It was recovered by number 10 for Crater, and that is going to be Armando Ayala. And so a big blow for Southridge after a very favorable kickoff outcome, which they got the ball all the way across midfield. And now Smith wants to go deep, but his receiver fell. No one in the area. Incomplete. Maddox slipped, and It was a great opportunity for Southridge there, had Lorenzo known where that ball was. But he was glued to his man. 2nd down and 10. Handoff. And pushing forward will be Rodriguez. Only gets about 3. Third down and 7. Crater wants to go quick. Another handoff to Rodriguez. He gets more this time, but still not enough for a first down. He falls forward about 5 yards, and now it's going to be 4th down and 2, and Crater will definitely go for this at their own 50. 4th down, and we'll call it 1. And this might be a false start, a big blow for Crater. It's going to move them back. They like to go quick, but that time they might have gone a little too quick. So now instead of 4th down and 1, it's going to be 4th down and 6.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
And so Crater lined up like they're going to go for this, but could definitely be a punt situation here. And that's what it'll be. And this is a good punt. And it takes a Crater bounce. And it's still rolling and will die around the 11-yard line. And this has been the night of the pooch kick. Here, both teams have been lining up on 4th down as if they're going to go for it. And pretty risky play considering you're so close to the line of scrimmage, so close to all the action. It could easily get blocked if someone jumps up. But a nice punt there. That was Cohen Sprague who booted it away, the backup quarterback. And Southridge will have another chance with not nearly as good a field position at the 11-yard line. Handoff for Weekenden and push forward for 1 yard.
Weekend fights his way out to the 14-yard line for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8, Southridge.
Second down and 9. Cobb sends his man in motion, takes the shotgun snap, rolls to the right, throws to a new target. This is number 88 for Southridge. Joseph Finnegan, the tight end, junior, catches it, pushes forward, pickup of about 5. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 3. From their own 19-yard line. So probably not 4-down territory here if you're Southridge. Important play here on 3rd down. And almost everything's 4-down territory so far this game for Southridge, but not when you're at your own 19-yard line. Cobbs will roll out to the left, looking to throw it. And that ball was it intercepted? They're going to look at it. They say no, incomplete. The official was right there. A great diving attempt there, a sliding attempt by Jackson Godley. They say the ball hit the ground. And now Cobbs receives instruction from his new head coach. Could be a pooch kick situation. Could be a go-for-it situation. Down by 7 points early here in the third quarter, but certainly risky at your own 19-yard line. And should Southridge have thought of maybe a run play on 3rd down and 3? Maybe. And right now, Cobbs is lined up. He'll back up a couple of yards, and this will be a punt. It is a left-footed punt. Not to be returned. Takes a very favorable Southridge bounce across the 30 and dead at the 25-yard line. A flag came in mid-play. 61-yard punt from the quarterback Cobbs, who, keep in mind, wasn't even lined up as if he was going to punt. He was lined up maybe 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But what was the flag? That has been the question of the night here. With 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter. This was a sideline warning against Southridge, and there's been a couple of those tonight. Suddenly a sideline warning isn't a warning anymore, and Crater is going to take a long march up the field here. 15 yards. Would have been down at the 20. Instead, it's down at the 35. So I don't know if Southridge is, my guess, I mean, considering the flag came in mid-play, my guess is the players or the coaches are too close to the field. It's been called a couple of times tonight against the Skyhawks as Rodriguez takes the first down snap, 5 yards.
Down at the 41-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4, Crater.
Rodriguez will take another handoff and pushes ahead. And will pick up a first down. He gets 4 on 2nd down and 4. Crater moves the sticks. They got the ball around midfield here. Rodriguez, another touch, and takes it to midfield. Wrestled down at the 50. And an injury for Crater, looks like number 52. That player is Parker Konecki. Appears to be holding his leg. And in fact, an injury on Southridge's end as well. Don't see a number there, but they appear to be stretching that Southridge player out as if it's a cramp. So 2 injuries right around the same spot. And we will take a quick break as they attend to the 2 injured players.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Good to see that both injured players are back on their feet. Last play was a run to midfield from Crater. It's 2nd down and 4 at the Southridge 49-yard line. Crater looking to put together a drive here that can put them up 2 scores. New quarterback for the Comets. Cohen Sprague took that snap. Hands it off to Rodriguez. 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 3rd down and 1 upcoming for Southridge. Southridge has had a couple of stands here tonight. 4th down and 1 stop. This time not going to happen, however, as Rodriguez plows forward close to that 40-yard line. Picks up 5 on 3rd and 1, moves the sticks. And Crater looking to milk some clock here. Still a lot of football left to go. 6:48 left to go in the third quarter. But Crater starting to wear down Southridge potentially here as Sprague takes another snap, hands it off, and Rodriguez gets across the first down line, across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. And Rodriguez is the bell cow right now, although I don't think that was Rodriguez, actually. That was going to be number 33. That was Blake Kamstra. So a timeout taken by Southridge. You can sense some fatigue. It's not the deepest team for the Skyhawks. And they seem to start, the Crater's running all over them right now. Can definitely be some fatigue on Southridge's side. So they'll take a deep breath. Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming at the acesportsradio.com. 5 live NFL games per week, along with NCAA and SOU football action. Weekdays, it's the Rich Eisen Show, our weekday local show, Tee It Up Southern Oregon with Joe Brett. And John Quintano's Bald-Faced Truth, the Ace Sports Radio. Back from timeout, 6:25 left to play in the third quarter. Crater putting together a nice drive. Cohen Sprague's been the quarterback this drive. And they'll run a reverse. Nice play design here, and it seems to do the trick as tackled just inside the 5 was Julian Grant. They faked the handoff and ran a reverse toward the far side of the field. Grant was tripped up, but another play very quickly, and a touchdown for Crater. I believe that was Blake Kamstra, number 33, pushing it in for the score. And Crater is now up 2 scores on Southridge, 21-8. An impressive drive by the Comets. Ends in a Kamstra touchdown, 3 yards up the middle. And the PAT is up and no problems with that one. So your score, Crater 22, Southridge 8, 6:09 left to play in the third quarter. Crater on top.
Back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, 1 giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
A 3-yard touchdown by Kamstra for Crater puts the Comets up 22-8. Anthony Taylor fields the kickoff and breaks a few tackles, takes it all the way to the 36-yard line. And now Southridge with an important drive upcoming, down by 2 scores. They've been in this football game all night, but this is finally a moment where it feels like they're cracking a little bit. They're getting a little bit tired, and Crater's starting to pull away. First time being up 2 scores. Can Southridge answer here? And they're still looking for their first offensive touchdown of the night. They've been knocking on the door multiple times, but they're still looking to register their first offensive touchdown in the Aaron Tanabe era. Cobbs takes the shotgun snap. It's a pass play. Immediately under duress, running for his life on the right side, and he finds his man. Anthony Taylor makes the diving catch. Good for 5 yards, and an injury on the Southridge end. An offensive lineman. And it might be a cramping issue. Once again, they're stretching him out. That's number 55, Yahir Tetson for the Skyhawks. So you saw on that play, wasn't even a screen pass. There was supposed to be some blocking there, but immediately Crater's impressive defensive line gets through, and Cobbs is just running for his life and is still able to make a play. But now maybe one offensive lineman down and a backup coming in. Could spell more trouble for the Skyhawks. .548 left to go in the third quarter after the 5-yard pass from Cobbs to Taylor. Ball at the 40-yard line for Southridge. And a false start, you could see that from here. False start against the Skyhawks, and more flags. It's been a flag party all night for Southridge. And now a new offensive line, obviously, with the injury, so it's going to cause some chemistry issues, no doubt. And you saw it on that play. So 2nd down and 10 instead of 2nd down and 5. That handoff up the middle to Weekenden, and he gets some of that yardage back. So, you know, if you're Southridge, and what you're talking about this upcoming week is, look, if that play that we just had, if that just happens on 2nd down and 5, that's a first down. But instead, you know, we're getting that play just to get back to where we were. So now 3rd down and 5. From the 41. Cobbs in the gun, Weekenden on his left side. Taylor out wide. Cobbs takes the snap, rolls out to the left side, under a lot of pressure, and he tosses it up and nowhere to go. And Crater's done a nice job adjusting, as early in the game, Cobbs was able to roll out with no one giving him trouble. And now he's seeing multiple black helmets. And so now what do you do if you're Southridge? Is it late enough in the game where you feel like you got to go for it on your own 41? Or are you comfortable with what looked to be a pretty tired defense, giving it back to Crater, giving them a chance to extend their lead? I think they're going to go for this. It's 4th down and about 5 yards. Maybe a long 5 yards. 4:36 left to go in the third quarter. And a whistle comes in. I don't see a flag on the field. I think it's going to be a timeout taken by Southridge. And they're going to take a second to think about this. That is the second timeout taken this quarter by Southridge. So if this game comes down to it and is late and close, then Southridge could be kicking themselves for some of these timeouts. But it's a big play, and you feel like you got to use this timeout just to get to that point if they want to come back. Medford is your sports ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find what's going on. Southridge didn't like something that they saw, and so now it is 4th down and 5. Offense is on the field from their own 41-yard line. 4:36 left to go in the third. Cobbs takes the snap, looks to the left side. Good protection this time. No one to throw to. Throws off his back foot. It was deflected. It was a good pass to an open man. Deflected at the last second. And I want to say that was number 3, Jackson Godley, making another play on defense. If he doesn't get that hand on that ball, I think that is right on the chest of the intended receiver. And instead, Southridge coughs up the ball. First down for the Comets. Oh, no. Looks like there's a flag. And no, we're saying first down Southridge. So I'm seeing a flag on the play. I'm seeing a flag when both teams had already left the field. Crater's offense had taken the field. And I'm unclear on what the penalty was because, again, they're saying a face mask. Looks like a face mask was called against Crater. But, again, that was it maybe seemed like a late call. I think all of us had moved on from that 4th down play. But Southridge catches a break. First down for the Skyhawks. They gained 5 yards on that penalty, so they're on 46, and they take this drive or this rush across the 50-yard line. Taken down at the 47.
Gain of 7 on the play. Second down and 3.
Screen pass to the right side on second down and 3. That is caught and making an extra effort. That was Braden Klein, who was at a nice night himself. The 1-2 punch of Klein and Wiekinen has been effective for the Skyhawks, and now Southridge, after that face mask penalty on 4th down, they've got it all the way down to the Crater 35-yard line. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Klein now the back on the right shoulder of Cobbs. 2 receivers out to the left. Handoff, and Klein will be taken down about 6 yards in the backfield. Nothing going on that sweep. Nice play by Crater's defense.
Loss of 5 on the play. 7 down to 15 Hawks.
It was Braden Singery. Haven't called his name a whole lot, and maybe that's just because I haven't been naming every tackle, but Braden Singery gets in the backfield there, and that's a huge player. He comes back, and he had a huge year. In fact, his coach had this to say about him. Quote, if Braden's not an all-state player, we have a major problem in how we do voting in this state. In my opinion, he should have gotten it last year, but he was injured a couple of games and wasn't 100%. Braden looks like a Division I linebacker right now. And now a big play for the Skyhawks to the left side. A flag comes flying in at the very end. It looks like Cobbs is limping off the field. Yeah, Cobbs is hurt. He is hobbling off the field. And that's the source of the flag. I think he might have taken a late hit. But it was a big play from the Skyhawks. From Weekenden. And Cobbs is really frustrated, slamming the ground as if he's in a lot of pain. I didn't see all of what happened there. But it was a big play for the Skyhawks, and then about 20, 30 yards behind the play, you see Cobbs go down after maybe a late hit. And now he's having a hard time getting off the field. They're stretching him out. And he appears to be in a lot of pain. Warming up for Southridge is the backup quarterback, number 17. That's Connor Harding. And that's a freshman for the Skyhawks. No, that's a junior. Pardon me, a junior coming in, Connor Harding. And we'll see if Mason Cobbs is okay. Southridge's coaching staff not happy with what transpired, and I think they got the penalty flag, but obviously their star player goes down. Let's see how the referees handle this. Yeah, they're calling a personal foul
Penalty
against Crater. It was a roughing the passer, and again, that penalty had to happen 5 seconds after the play.
There was also a personal foul penalty against the Skyhawks.
So they're calling offsetting personal foul penalties against each team. I'm not sure I caught where the Southridge penalty was, but that was a big gain by the Skyhawks, a personal foul on each team, and they've got to square this away. They're trying to figure out exactly where to put the ball. Regardless, I think this will be a positive outcome for Southridge with 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Looks like the ball will be placed around the 30-yard line.
After the penalties, 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks, ball on the 29-yard line.
So backup quarterback now is Harding. He'll hand it off, and he'll find Klein, Klein fights for yards, down around the 26, pickup of 3.
The 26-yard line after a gain of 3. Terrius Allen in on that last tackle.
And now Cobbs appears ready to go once again. So Harding did his 1 snap. .130 left to go in this third. Handoff goes to Klein. Makes a juke to get to the outside and is tripped up from behind at the 22-yard line. We'll set up a 3rd down and 3 for the Skyhawks.
Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down and 3, Hawks.
And a bad snap on 3rd down and 3, and that is crushing for Southridge, looking to continue this drive. It's a loss of 6 for Southridge. Now it'll be 4th and 9, and yet Southridge continues to shoot itself in the foot. 4th down and 9. No doubt they're going to go for this down by 2 scores. The question is, will they get this in before the quarter? 2 seconds, 1 second, and no, they'll get a little while to think about this. But a flag, of course, comes flying in the first or the last second of the quarter. And so we will head to the quarter break unless we have another untimed penalty situation, untimed down. It's an offsides against Crater. And so Southridge will get those fumble yards back. And so we will have 1 untimed down to finish the quarter. I think all 3 quarters have had a penalty and an untimed down situation to finish the quarter. Big play here, 4th down and 4. Right outside the red zone. Cobbs is going to throw it. And it's intercepted. Intercepted, and going the other way is Godley. He's off to the races, 1 man to beat. He jukes him out, and Godley is in the end zone, although that was an obvious block in the back at the 28-yard line. This is going to come back due to a bad decision by one of his teammates. Godley, all he had to do was juke out his man. Instead, one of his teammates crushes, I believe that's the quarterback for Southridge, from behind, and this is going to come back. And so a pick 6 might be erased, but regardless, still a big play for Crater there with an interception on the final play on 4th down, the final play of the quarter. And I think the biggest story here is that a Southridge player is injured, and I believe it is once again Mason Cobbs, the captain, senior quarterback. And he seems frustrated. He was injured just a few minutes ago and was injured on a roughing the passer penalty, and now he's injured on a block in the back. So we'll go ahead and end of the quarter and an injury timeout. Feels like a good time to take a commercial break, but we'll come back and keep you updated on all the action here and be back for the start of the 4th quarter. Might take a while for not only injury, but also the officials to get us squared away on where the ball is going to be marked. There was a penalty at the 28-yard line, a block in the back, presumably, that should erase the pick six. But Crater, regardless, up 22-8 at the end of the third quarter.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Discover the Crater Advantage at Crater Car Wash today. Scan the QR code and sign up for your free $18 wash. Crater Car Wash. Clean. Dry. Fast.
Well, a crazy end to the third quarter here at Southridge High School. It was a 4th down and 4 around the Crater's 20-yard line for Southridge. They throw an interception, and on Jackson Godley's return, there's a block in the back at the very end. Although they did call Southridge for a holding as well, but also a block in the back when Godley really just had one man to beat and probably would have beat him. He had all the leverage in that spot, but a block in the back, and it also, that block in the back happened to be on the quarterback, Micah Cobbs of Southridge. And now he is in a lot of pain and was looked at throughout that entire quarter break, and that was the second time he had been injured in the last couple of moments. And so Crater takes over this drive at the 42-yard line. After all of that, could have been a pick six, but instead they will have the ball at Southridge's 42-yard line. And to start this quarter, they hand it off to Rodriguez, and he'll pick up about 9 on that second down play. And you presume that Micah Cobbs, he's taken a couple of injuries, appears to be in a lot of pain. And we'll see if he's able to go next time Southridge gets on offense. And we'll see if Southridge's defense can help them out to the point where that possession is going to matter. Rodriguez took the snap, or took the handoff, and a penalty flag came flying in. He was stood up at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see what the result of this penalty is. Holding against Crater, so this is going to come back. Referees continue to get this all sorted out. It's been a night of hard work for these officials, and now they'll move them back finally. A lot of penalties, a lot of sloppiness, which you would expect for these teams very early in the season, but just a lot for these officials to sort out tonight. And so now we are back to Smith at quarterback. He'll heave it deep. He's got his man, and a catch is made at the 10-yard line. No, they say incomplete. The ball touched the ground. Incomplete. It appeared to be a big play for Crater. Intended for Maddox. It was so far away from us here in the broadcasting deck that couldn't quite see it touch the ground, but the official was right there and made a definitive call. So it'll be 4th down. I believe it is 4th down here. And Crater makes a last-second change. It looks like they're going to punt the ball away here. Cohen Sprague takes the snap. It is a fake punt. Maneuvering his way around, and he is going to be denied. He runs into a host of Skyhawks, and Southridge will take over at the 35-yard line, and another injury on the Southridge side. And thankfully that player, Anthony Taylor, will just hobble off under his own power. But Southridge hangs around here, still looking for their first offensive score of the night. But they trail 22-8, and they are set to take over possession at the 35-yard line. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible, including the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. Our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. 11:04 left to go in this game. New quarterback for the Skyhawks, and a flag comes in. A flag comes in from behind Crater's defense in the secondary before the play was snapped. I think it's going to be either delay of game. And so Southridge with a new head coach. Have they done things well tonight? Yes, absolutely. Does the program look to have some juice with the new head coach? Absolutely. Do they have a ton to clean up? They certainly do. That's to be expected with a program that went 1-8 last year and just hired a new head coach and adding a lot of players, a lot of freshmen on this team, and kind of a rebuilding program. But a lot of flags on night one of the Aaron Tanabe era. Handoff goes up the middle, picks up a yard or two. Southridge just one time out in their pocket here. Down by 2 scores. This game is not over. But Southridge, it's going to be tough sledding without their quarterback, Micah Cobb. And Micah Cobb, looking for him. He was on the table, the injury table. I don't see him on the Southridge sideline anymore. Incomplete pass intended for Braden Klein. And Micah Cobbs continues to get checked out on the injury table. It's like it was just someone was blocking my view. So now 3rd down and 12. Crater looking to make a stop. Dropping back to pass and throwing in no one's direction is Harding, the backup quarterback. Not on the same page as his receivers. And now decision time for Southridge. Do you punt here and try to kind of lean on your defense while your offense is weak right now, or do you go for this with your backup quarterback? Harding takes the play call. And now he'll take a couple steps back, and here comes the punt. And he fumbles the punt. Ball ends up on the floor. He picks it up, but is tackled right away. And Crater will have dream field position here at the 28-yard line of Southridge, looking to put the Skyhawks away. Poor execution there from Southridge. And with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left, if Crater can find the way in the end zone here, that would just about do it from Southridge High School here. Handoff, and tripped up is the ball carrier, Rodriguez. Second down and 8. Handoff. Rodriguez pushes forward. Gets about 5. Harding, the backup quarterback, makes the tackle. Third down and 5 for the Comets. 9 minutes left to go in this ball game. Rodriguez will take another handoff, and this time he's got some space. He drags it out to the left, across the 15, across the 10, and he is into the end zone. No, he's down at the 1. They call him down at the 1. A big gain for Jose Rodriguez, but does not get his pay dirt. He'll be down inside the 1, but a flag will potentially bring this back, and it looks like will bring it back. Story of the night for both teams. Crater, even if they walk out of here with a win, they certainly have a lot of cleaning up to do themselves before they go and play Roseburg on the road next week. Has not been a pretty game. So we'll redo that play. It'll be a third down and 9 from the 28-yard line. Cohen Sprague still the quarterback, and he hands it off. Rodriguez gets tripped up in the backfield and maybe falls back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And now it's 4th down and 9, and what could Crater be thinking here? It's an awkward spot to punt. Does look like they're making some changes. And it looks like it's Trey Smith now a quarterback. It looks like they will go for this with completely different personnel. Smith is in the empty personnel, or the empty set, rather, and will fire it long. And was it caught? It was caught! Touchdown, Crater! Another heave from Trey Smith, new into the ball game. Throws it up to his man, And a penalty flag is down. And so let's see what we got here.
Trey Smith with a 28-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Godley.
That play was made by Jackson Godley. An incredible catch, and it looks like the touchdown will stand. So Crater up big now. Not long ago did Crater need a final play of the half touchdown just to take the lead going into halftime against these Skyhawks, but they have worn down Southridge and are up 29-8 with 8:02 left to go in the game. And Southridge hanging on for dear life here, and down their quarterback, who is taking off his pads and is still being checked out on the injury table. So operating with a backup quarterback, a couple of injuries tonight, and just some fatigue for a team that struggles a little bit with depth. Here comes a kickoff. And an onside kick, kind of, for Crater. Recovered by the Skyhawks at the 35. It was about a 15 to 20 yard kick in which the kicker kind of lightly tapped it and then sprinted after it to try to recover. Failed in doing so. Southridge recovered. 7:51 left to go in the quarter and in the game. Screen pass. Ball caught by Klein, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Biggest pass of the night so far for Harding. First down for the Skyhawks. Ball at their own 48. Rolling to the left is Harding, and he throws it to the ground, nearly intercepted.
Intended receiver was Anthony Taylor.
Intended for Anthony Taylor. Second down and 10 upcoming. 7:39 left to play. And a flag comes flying in before the play. Delay of game called against the Skyhawks. No, against Crater. Delay of game called against Crater. So that will bring Southridge across midfield.
Equipment violation on Crater. 5-yard penalty. Ball's now spotted on the 47-yard line of Crater.
Well, at the 47-yard line for Connor Harding in this offense. Harding fakes the handoff. Now we'll throw it deep. And that ball is intercepted. And who else but Godley?
Harding's pass is intercepted by Jackson.
Jackson Godley went up and got it. It was a desperate heave from Harding. And another penalty flag on the field. It looks like this penalty is going to be declined. It was against Southridge, a holding. Penalty decline, interception for Crater. And the Comets hold a 21-point lead with 7:29 left to play in this ball game and the ball. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros supports the communities that support them. And for over 30 years, there is no better place after the game than Abby's Pizza. Make new memories at Abby's. First down, handoff, pushed ahead for 4 yards. Blake Campstra. Campstra. New quarterback for the Comets is Noah Cooper. So the Comets testing out their third string quarterback. They've now played 3 of them tonight. And another handoff to Campstra. First down for Crater to the 30-yard line. And an injured Skyhawk is down at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be a first down for Crater.
So they will attend to, they will immediately help up Taylor, the injured Skyhawk. Thankfully, he'll walk off under his own power. And there was a penalty on that play. And that was against Southridge, but then also a penalty against Crater. Looks like offsetting penalties will result in the ball just being placed at the 31 where that last play ended. .56 left to play. And the crowd here at Southridge still having fun. The cheerleaders still having fun. 29-8 game. This game started with a 63-yard touchdown pass, very first play of the night, from Trey Smith to Terrius Allen. Shortly after that, there was a fumble recovery in the end zone on a sack by Southridge, evening up the score at 8 apiece. But then since then, it's been pretty much all Crater, at least on the scoreboard. And a flag comes flying in as the ball goes incomplete. And I think I can definitively say that this is the most flags I've seen in a football game ever. And I think even the public address announcer here has a little bit of sarcasm in his voice as he announces yet another penalty flag on the field. So hands to the face penalty against Crater. And Micah Cobb, the star quarterback for the Skyhawks, they are sending him out in a cart. Don't like to see that. He is leaving in a cart right now with crutches by his side. And that is the last thing you want to see as a Southridge Skyhawks supporter. Hopefully nothing serious for his senior year. Handoff on second down, or rather on first down, is a gain of 5 to the 26-yard line. Now a bubble screen to the right side. Caught, but immediately dragged down is Terrius Allen. A great play by Wyatt Bickler. .538 left to play in this one. Handoff. And some good momentum and a big run. Still not good enough for a first down, but a big run. Ends at the 40-yard line from number 33, Blake Kamstra. He's going to fall just short of that first down to gain spot. At the 40, it's going to be 4th down and 1, and Crater's offense will stay on the field. 5 minutes left to play. Fourth down and 1, and Crater will convert, and then some. Kamstra chugging along across the 40-yard line and down at the 38. Gain of 23 on 4th down and 1. First down play, a screen pass out to the left side to number 14. That's Julian Grant. Flag on the play. And let's see what this penalty flag is. We were saying unsportsmanlike penalty against the Comets. And a player has been ejected for Crater. So we know there's an unsportsmanlike penalty. The referees seem to indicate that a player will be ejected, and now they are having a talk with head coach Seth Womack. It will bring the Comets back to the 44-yard line.
3rd and 17 for the Comets.
So they finally worked through all that. And 4:32 left to play. It is spotted at the 44-yard line. Handoff. And that will go about 4 yards. That time the handoff for number 22, A.J. Perez, for the first time tonight. Now a 4th down play, and that ball is deflected. And so a turnover on downs, and Southridge will get the ball back.
First and 10 Skyhawks on the 31-yard line.
So Southridge, maybe one last drive for the night. Down 29-8, 3:55 left to play. And what has been a Crater-dominated second half. A game full of penalties and a game really full of injuries here towards the back 30 minutes or so, as Southridge fans starting to make their way out. But they're going to miss another drive from Blake Harding and company. Connor Harding, excuse me, and company. A sweep towards the left side, and dragged down is Wyatt Bickler. No, sorry, Talon Weekenen. .330 left in this one. Second down and 9. Harding drops back, escapes the pressure, throws it across his body, and that is incomplete. Intended for Joseph Finnegan. Third down and 9. Third down and 9, 3:11 left to play. 29-8 Crater. Harding takes the snap, rolls right, and a nice catch made by Talon Weekenen. Rather, Campbell Fats made that catch. There is a penalty in the backfield. Penalty goes against the Skyhawks. We'll move them back. It was going to be 4th down regardless. Now it'll be 3rd and long. Holding. And so now Southridge will have to work from their own 32-yard line. A 3rd down and about 20. 2:49 left to play. Screen pass, and picking up some yards is Southridge. They'll get back to the 39-yard line.
Talon Lincoln on the reception. That's spotted on the 40-yard line.
So it's 4th and 11, 1:45 left to play. Harding will take it himself, and he's got a head full of steam, but he's going to be slowed down by a gang of Comets at the 44-yard line. With 1:36 left to play, a turnover on downs occurs. Crater should take this ball and potentially just kneel it down. Southridge has one timeout left in their back pocket. And so if you're Southridge, just couldn't get the offense going. You know, that's one issue that you'd point to. Your defense, for the most part, I think played well enough to win. The offense really couldn't get going, especially once they lost their quarterback. But they had a hard time protecting their quarterback, who went down not due to that. He went down on an interception that he threw and a block that he took on that return. That ended up being a block in the back, taking away a pick six by Crater. But a ton of penalties in this game, most by Southridge, but some by Crater as well. And Crater will walk out of here, we assume, with a 29-8 victory. They are in victory formation here. They will move to 1-1. They'll let this clock run down. They'll move to 1-1 after a loss to Marshfield last week. They are back in the win column. First road game, first win for the Comets. Southridge, meanwhile, did some nice things tonight, but a lot of cleaning up to do. And you got to hope that some of those injuries they took tonight, I mean, you look on their sideline right now, you look at 4 players that are working with trainers or are sitting on the bench injured. You look at their quarterback, Micah Cobbs, with a crutches and a bandage around his knee. A trainer working with Anthony Taylor. So you got to hope that you're healthy after this one. Crater will take one more knee. And that should do it here from Southridge High School. So Crater comes all the way up to Beaverton, Oregon, and takes a 29-8 victory over the Southridge Skyhawks. It was a game that started with some fireworks, a 63-yard pass on the first play of the game. A touchdown from Trey Smith to Terrius Allen. Southridge's only touchdown of the game was a sack in the end zone that resulted in a fumble and recovery. So it made it 8-8 after a couple of two-point conversions, but then from there, on the last play of the half, Smith converted a pass to Andrew Smith, Trey Smith to Andrew Smith on an untimed down after a mistake from Southridge jumping off sides. An untimed down, they score, make it 15-8, and they took that momentum the rest of the way. They scored on a Blake Kamstra touchdown to make it 22-8 from 3 yards out, and then the final nail in the coffin was a Trey Smith to Jackson Godley 28-yard touchdown, 29-8, your final score here from Southridge High School. Next up will be for Crater a match at Roseburg, a game at Roseburg on September 19th, and for Southridge, they have to move forward, and they will host Park Rose next week here at Southridge High School. On behalf of Joe Brett, our executive producer, for Mike Strickland on camera tonight, I've been Sean McPherson. Final score from Southridge High School, Southridge 8, Crater 29. The Comets take a big road victory and move to 1-1 on the season. Thank you to our title sponsors. Thank you to everyone who made this broadcast possible. And have a great night. This is Sean McPherson signing off from Southridge High School.